go on and pretend that this world won't ever end. We're on wild for you, dear as you. Give it to me right in the ear.
Hi there, my name is Matt Cole of Go On Productions, and welcome to Earprov. Our guest today is Girl-Prov. Earprov meets Girl-Prov. Welcome! Oh my god, you guys sound wonderful. Let's go around the table, introduce yourselves, and then we'll talk a little bit about Girl-Prov, and I can't wait to get to your set. So who do we have over here?
My name is Carrie Kruk.
Welcome, Carrie.
Thank you.
Oh, and give a little bit about your background. Not too long, Carrie. You have an illustrious background, but
I do. I am Caucasian. I come from Wisconsin. I've lived.
We don't
in
have to give
Virginia
races,
For,
by the way.
Okay. I've been a member of Girl-Prov since it started in 2015.
Nice.
And it's gone through several iterations, and quite proud of where it's come to. It's a very
Awesome.
very showpiece of the theater, the Push Theater.
next.
Hi, I'm Teresa Percival. I'm half Korean.
You see what you started?
I was born in Alexandria, or actually I was born in Alabama and then moved to Alexandria, Virginia.
Nice. Cool.
This is my first year at Girl-Prov, and I'm really excited about it.
Alrighty, welcome. Next.
Hi, I'm Vanessa.
Hello.
I'm going to keep it in suspense on what I look like. This is my first year in Girl-Prov.
Welcome. Next.
I'm Molly. I'm loud and I'm white. I'm here. This is my second year in Girl-Prov. It's been like probably a year and a half-ish. I don't know. I forgot to do the math. But
Well,
hey.
you were on probation for a while too.
Yes,
they
I
kicked you out,
was
kicked you back in.
on probation. But now I'm back and I'm ready for action.
Clean and straight. All right.
Yes,
and
clean.
finally, who we got here?
I'm Anna Sosa, and
Hello.
I'm scared that I'm going to be put on probation now.
Oh no!
You don't want to know what Molly did.
Yeah,
This
there's
is-
no chance, Anna.
This is my first time being in Girl-Prov.
Yay!
Yay!
All right, welcome, guys. And for you listeners out there, if you don't know who Girl-Prov is, it is a group out of the Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk, Virginia. And talk a little bit about how you guys started, what the group is, what your performance is like, and yada, yada, yada. Go.
Girl-Prov started, like I said, about 4 years ago, and it was a project that Albo from the Pushers wanted to kind of spearhead with a few of us. And we wanted to just kind of highlight some of the funny talents of girl improvisers, because we've been kind of showing off a lot in Panties in a Twist, which is the largest in the world all-female sketch comedy show. So now we're working on, they were toying around with all different kinds of styles. So we had a bunch of people in Girl-Prov in the beginning, and then we decided to make it a little bit more for the girls, like stylized. So then we broke up and we had two different teams, and they had different names and different gimmicks. And then from those groupings, they formed one kind of core team. And then we performed for a while, and now we've opened it up again, because Girl-Prov is going to be ever changing, because there are so many hilarious women at the theater.
Hell yeah, heard that.
So, Girl-Prov started as an opportunity to have students kind of showcase and perform, but now Girl-Prov has kind of evolved so much that it's more of a performers team as opposed to a students team. So, to get into Girl-Prov is like your graduation from the ranks of,
It's like when
the
you
schooled.
It's like when you get your period for the first time.
Correct. It's equivalent to
You're a woman now.
Oh, wow.
that.
I love this so much more, though.
Me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it hurts the same though.
Yeah.
I will tell you.
Similar
The cramp.
pains.
And it does come every month.
Every month. Thank you, Teresa, brand new member to Girl-Prov.
When,
And it
when
does
are your
sync up
shows?
sometimes.
We perform the second Friday of every month,
8 p.m.?
8 p.m.
So I gotta admit, I am a huge fan, so I will not hide that. I'm a huge
my
fan
God.
of Girl-Prov.
Fanboy
And
alert.
I know, right? And I think the same thing, I kind of forget that it kind of came a little bit out of like Panties in a Twist, like you said, the success with that. And to further expand, Panties in a Twist is a huge sketch, a little bit improv comedy show, produced by the Pushers. But yeah, you've had a huge hand in that over the years. Show of hands, and also talk out loud, because this is a podcast. Who's been in Panties and Twist at this table?
I, Molly, have.
I, Vanessa, have.
Nice.
I, Anna Sosa, have.
Great. And yeah, just like you said, it shows off all the
And
women.
Teresa will be auditioning this year.
Oh, yeah.
And I have been in it.
Yes. And you have actually been in the background too, like doing a lot of like directing and helping
Do
out with
a lot with panties. So many panties.
And speaking of Teresa, I want to point her out. I was a teaching assistant for her Improv 101, which like wasn't really that long ago, was it?
No, it was less than a year ago.
That's something really great. Like Carrie said, is it kind of just depends like how much work you put into it, and like I don't know how good you are. Like, welcome to Girl-Prov. Like, you could be doing this stuff for like less than a year, or like how long have you been doing improv?
I've been doing improv for 8 years. I'm still not quite sure. But Teresa's excellent. She nailed it in her audition. Like, seeing the audition process for Girl-Prov is actually super fun because it is like, it's very sisterly.
Yeah,
lots of sisterhood in there.
And the sacrifice.
Right.
Yes.
You have to
The blood
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Oh yeah, yes. So what we do is we capture multiple rats from the street, and the first girl to find the rat's heart physically
is
like,
immediately
has to dig in there.
Is immediately given the option to move on to a larger animal or just be in Girl-Prov.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Well,
Most girls pick Girl-Prov.
most. But and you did pick Girl-Prov, Molly, didn't you?
Oh.
That's called a transition. Anyways.
Some say Girl-Prov picked me.
Oh God. All right. Well, if you haven't, I guess already, Molly and I have a huge chemistry because we're married. No,
Yeah.
because we're.
I'm blushing. I'm just
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys.
No,
that
we
newlywed girl.
have a podcast that I also produce called How Embarrassing.
yeah.
But that's your baby.
That's
so
that's
yeah,
my baby. Oh, yes, right, yeah.
it's your baby together.
It's our baby. We named him Jeff. How embarrassing. It's a podcast that I co-host with Jeff Ballou, friend of the pod. You may have heard of him. He's pretty famous. So, that comes out every week, every Wednesday. With new and fun and exciting guests where we talk about their embarrassing moments and then we sort of publicly roast them. And so, everyone should check it out, rate, review, subscribe.
Except for episode number 10, which I'm featured on. It was just a shit show.
Oh, yeah. We did for our 10th anniversary, or our 10th anniversary. We had Matt Cole as the guest, and he told 10 embarrassing stories. So
It was awful.
it's a good jumping off point if you want to start with that episode.
And let's head on over to Anna. Full disclosure, also my roommate.
Hi.
Also married to Matt.
Also married to me.
wives.
Me and Bobby and Anna.
Bobby's your baby.
No babies. No babies.
That's the only rule of our marriage. And Anna is a local actor around town. Actually, I ran into, you were in a production recently of Homesick. You've been doing a lot of acting, a lot of theater around the area. Talk about your transition into improv and Girl-Prov.
So my transition into improv started with my marriage to Matt. Actually, no. He asked me to be part of our audition for this group called On the Fly that he was running with April Shannon Threet. And I was terrified, but he made me audition and I made it in and we would rehearse at my house. And we rehearsed so hardcore, like hardcore.
Like
and
more than once a week, which is unheard of for an improv.
yeah, for like over an hour at a time. And it was great. I will always cherish those moments.
You guys should have gotten a show. You rehearsed so much.
Yeah, our first two shows were at different theaters. It's like Generic Theater and Venue on 35th.
Yep.
When we finally performed at Push, we did Improv-ageddon. I think we won the first time, right?
We did.
Then we lost. Whatever. And we're over here with Vanessa. So talk about what interested you in improv and Girl-Prov in particular?
Well, so I went to a Push show probably about 3 years ago now, and I said I'd always wanted to do improv, and I was just too chicken to do it for a very long time. So my now husband and I signed up a year and a half ago together. So we've been on this journey together, and this is my first group without him. So
They saw the show and they thought we could do that.
To his credit, he did show up at the auditions, and he just went right into the rat.
He sure did.
And we were like,
Before we even got the chance to tell him he couldn't be in the
no,
group,
we didn't.
the rat was already deceased.
Already deceased, but he didn't start with the heart. Let me put it that way.
Yeah,
All right, so
Good old
it's a
Mike.
family podcast. So.
talk about the form which you guys are going to be performing today, and talk about it as if somebody doesn't know anything about improv. What are you guys going to be performing?
So first of all, we make up everything. We have not pre-planned, not a thing. Actually, literally. We will start with an opener, which is sort of a presentation of the group in order to sort of get our juices flowing and give us some ideas of characters and where to go and what kinds of situations to get involved in. And we call our opener is called Dear Diary. And we come out reading from a diary that this character that we've developed will have read or have written. And we just read a couple of excerpts, and then each of us kind of takes a turn, and then we come out. We stole from another group, sort of a ranting towards the end. It was a good group, though.
Oh, you're talking about the dudes.
They're
I was
not
in that
performing
group.
anymore, so I think Girl-Prov won. But anyways, so then we go into scenes, and those characters that we created from our diary excerpts, they could pop back up. But certainly some of their scenarios actually form a lot of the world that we live in. So we will do scenes, improv scenes, and we call that montage style, where it'll be a scene, and then we'll go to another whole different scene, a different world, another whole different scene, a whole different world.
Awesome. All right. Well, are you guys ready? You guys ready to do this?
I'm really nervous.
We'll see.
Here we go. You guys are being great. All right. Give it to me right in the ear.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. It's us. It's Girl-Prov.
Hey.
We're hot.
So to get started, we're going to need something that your mom taught you when you were a child, like growing up, with a lesson.
Well, this is going to be very simple. She taught me to always wear my seatbelt.
Always wear your seatbelt.
Dear Diary, I was a bus driver for 37 years until last Thursday. I got into the bus, and wouldn't you know it, legs and arms and appendages were all over the place, littered. That bus had just been in a semi-trailer truck accident, and I had to clean it, top to stern and aft to bow. I found a fingernail in the floorboards.
Dear Diary, here I am, drunk off my ass, speeding down the highway in my 95 Camaro. And, shit, sorry, Diary. I scribbled on the page a little bit because I ran over a squirrel. Now listen. I didn't think it would come to this, but I had no choice but to flee the state. They're after me, and I think if I make it over the state lines, that they're never gonna catch me again.
Dear Diary, so like yesterday, Jimmy was like trying to fill me up in the car, but like I wouldn't let him. So I just made sure I didn't take my seatbelt off. So like every time he tried to reach up my shirt, I just like,
Dear Siri, please make a note. I am going to the office today and I have not done my hair and I need to go into a meeting right now and I know they're going to fire me because my skirt isn't short enough and my dress is not really that flattering to my figure.
Dear Diary, Dad took me for another driving lesson today, and he took me to the cemetery because he said that I wouldn't kill anybody there because they're already dead. But we did. We killed a deer.
I killed a
So,
dog
like,
with my
after
shirt.
I'm trying to go up my shirt,
Shut up,
I
man.
just
I
always
should've
been
Oh my God, Jessica. What are we gonna do?
Well, we could. Do you have any super glue? We could maybe put it back together.
Jessica, the school dance is tomorrow, and we cracked this prom queen crown all over the place. I mean, it's been pounded into a fine powder.
Well, we could maybe distribute it out in little goodie bags, and that would.
We need to hide this evidence. What do you suggest we do?
Well, we buried my cat in the backyard. We could just, use that area and just give her a crown. She was always such a princess.
Jessica, if we give your cat the goddamn prom queen crown, mark my words, I will flip! No, Jessica, we're gonna have to snort this powder. Think about it, it's the only way.
So when you snort, do you mean that, I might not pass my drug test that I have next week?
Well, that's exactly what I mean. The crown is made out of cocaine.
Okay.
We knew that going into this.
Okay. Well, all right. So we're just gonna have to snort it, and so
I'll go first. Oh, it burns.
It's magical. Look at you're glowing. You're sparkling. Stacy, oh my God. It's so amazing. Look at you.
Jessica.
I'm going. Hold on.
I feel fucking great.
Cut to the drug test next week.
I'm just going to have you use this cup and you leave the door open so that we know that it's a real thing. I like to watch.
Oh, okay. Well, ma'am, I'm very shy. Could you
Do you need me to sing for you? It works for my other clients.
could you sing from the other side of the door?
No door closing. I'm sorry, but I can put my hand over my mouth, 6 inches away, and sing to you that way.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest. There we go. It's all right. Ooh, you really held that one in.
Cut to the lab where the urine's being tested. I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh my God. This girl is, I'm surprised she hasn't OD'd.
But it's glowing. Look at the color.
It's like filled with glitter.
It's glitter floating. It's like dancing glitter.
I wasn't someone that ever had a life filled with glitter and dancing.
No, we've never seen this kind of urine before. There's only one thing to do.
There is only one thing to do.
We have to snort it.
Delilah.
Yes, Mississippi.
Oh, this is the most wonderful mint julep in the South.
Mississippi. I do declare these mint juleps are made from my papa's recipe.
Oh, Delilah, your father was a champion of women's hearts.
He sure was. He used horse hormones.
Oh, that majestic creature. I tell you, if there's one thing that I want more than anything else, one thing.
Yes, Mississippi.
It is to mount a horse and ride it across these fields.
I do declare I need to fan myself faster.
Oh,
Here we go. The steeds are out, Mississippi.
look at that stallion right there. Every morning I go out and comb it with the same brush I use through my hair. It's like we're the same being.
Oh, aphrodisia.
Oh, there, my little tootsie.
Oh.
My little tootsie.
Every morning I go out and milk its hormones for Pop's mint julep recipe.
Delicious.
I have to milk some of the steed's hormones, then I milk some of my own.
Delilah.
Pop doesn't know I put my own hormones in his julep. That's why it tastes so amazing.
Cut to the milking process of the hormones.
Just the hormones, horse. Just the hormones. Well, hold on. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of hormones. That's a lot of hormones for today.
Cut to the drink making process.
Pop. I got your hormones.
Delilah,
I got
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Ever since
It's Delilah, Daddy.
Delilah, where's Mississippi?
Mississippi not here yet. She's coming over this afternoon. We got to make these juleps for her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ever since you started making these drinks for me, I just have this erection. I've had this erection for about 4 months.
Mississippi's here. Oh, hello there, Mr. Pop Pop.
Hey, Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi's here.
Hello.
I'm just going to go outside for about 14 minutes.
14 minutes. That's definitely enough time, Delilah. You a good girl.
I'll come back in
You
with
good
some
girl.
ham sandwiches.
What? Gertrude, for the last time, I want lemonade. And this is iced coffee.
I've been waiting for my car service for over an hour.
What does that have to do with my beverage?
What?
I said lemonade.
Uber? Would you like to Uber with me?
What?
Estimate. We're having a breakdown.
I said lemonade.
Look, you look fine.
I don't want any wine. I want lemonade.
I'll get the laundry guy.
You're gonna get me a chicken pot pie?
It sounds delicious. Is it dinner time?
That does sound good. You have it?
What? No,
What?
just the gout, not leukemia.
Oh, your daughter has bulimia.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. I haven't been seeing them come around so much.
Oh my God. That really is a tragedy. Is that what happened to your car?
Harold? You've got to be kidding me. Harold died.
What?
We were just supposed to play canasta at 4.
Who's a whore?
What did you call Estimate?
I said lemonade.
Winston.
Yes, darling.
Yes, Winston, we need to go to the party. But I would like to take the Mercedes tonight.
Oh, the Mercedes.
The Mercedes.
But I can't smoke in the Mercedes. You said so already.
Yes, that's the point, because I am trying to get you to quit smoking.
That's how we met, smoking. And you tell me to quit?
Cut to how they met.
Well, you are a strapping, sexy young man.
And my fingers are so yellow.
And they've got that brown tar. May I smell them?
Smell them.
Hi, it's me, Mercedes. Now I'm willing to be your third, but I have asthma. I can't be around cigarette smoke.
How about a cigar?
Cut back.
So, the ode to Mercedes, our first lady of the night that we had in our relationship.
She was good. She was good. I'm just so sad that she got lung cancer.
Right? And we don't want that to happen again.
No. It might be Portia.
Hello? Did someone call me? I'm Portia. I love to smoke and party all night long.
Ooh, Portia, you're just my type of girl. Smell my fingers.
Oh, Winston.
Yes, that smells like a good time to me.
Winston, how dare you do that right in front of me? I know that our relationship started with swinging, but we're at the point now. You're an old man. You're 75 years old. No,
I'm not old where it
Porsche's-
counts, Tessa.
Now, sir, I do have to warn you that I have a leather interior. It can get a bit sticky.
Ooh, Tessa, you like it sticky, don't you?
Oh, fuck. I guess so, yes.
Cut to after the party.
Portia, where is this leather cleaner that you said that you came with?
Well, wouldn't you like to know, sir?
I would.
Bobby.
Yes.
Oh, it's so hot.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that football game was amazing. Oh, wait. Bobby, do you got to bring your little brother everywhere?
Oh, God, I know. I'm sorry. But, he's really annoying, isn't he?
Well, it's just like he's extra. Like, we're in the car. It's very romantic. There's trees. It's dark. We're at the makeout spot. Why'd you bring your little brother?
Well, because, my mom said if I wanted to use the car, I had to take him. So, Dude, we talked about this before we left.
And he has autism. I really don't think we should be exposing him to this kind of thing.
Steven, can you just play with your iPad and just hang out and just we're trying to.
Mom said I'm not allowed to use the iPad after 5 p.m.
Mom's not here, dude. Just come on, hook me up for 2 seconds. Let me just.
Okay, 1, 2.
I'm really sorry. Can
you just take me home? Just drop me off.
You know, your girlfriend called her ex-boyfriend while you were in the other room.
Hey,
What?
gave you $1.
Should have given me $2.
Oh, you better. I'm out of here.
No, Melissa.
It's fine. He thinks you're fat.
What did you say, Bobby?
Dude.
He said you're nice, but your butt's too big.
Oh, that is just it.
Dude.
She thinks you have too much acne.
That is not a lie. That is correct.
I'm allergic
High
to
five,
milk.
Steve.
and
High five,
just-
Steve.
I keep
Awesome.
having to have milk at school because we're on financial aid lunches, and
Oh my
that's all I
God.
can get.
She told her friend Rebecca that she would rather be kissing your older brother, who's also my older brother. His name's Hi.
Yay! Welcome, Girl Scout Troop 641. Yay! In order to earn our final patch, we have to do our own startup that affects adults in our area. So, I was thinking that maybe we do a coffee delivery service, except, I'm too short to really make the coffee.
I'm not allowed to touch hot things. My mom said nothing hot.
The last time I tried to make coffee with my older sister, I had to go to the hospital because she kept experimenting on me.
I hate coffee.
It smells bad.
And I don't have arms, so I can't help.
What else? What other ideas could we do?
Well, now I'm really concerned about everyone's emotional and physical welfare.
Can we get a badge for it?
Not for the final one. We already took care of that badge whenever we went to the zoo.
I got a badge for crying too much.
Wow.
I got a badge for peeing myself.
Okay, Troop 641, I don't know if you're really all capable of finding a startup that's going to help adults in our area.
Well, let's think about what other things that adults might want instead of just coffee.
Sex!
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to talk about that. That's what I got my patch for.
What?
crying about it, not actually doing. I'm not allowed to do it until I'm 34. My mom said so.
Well, what if we just like brought him nudie magazines?
I don't have arms, so I can't read nudie magazines.
You have eyes, don't you?
What if we, okay.
I can't turn the page.
I have another idea.
They're usually stuck together anyway.
What if we just did sexy pictures of each other and we just sold them to adults?
This sounds so like I get to wear like My Little Pony costumes.
Uh-huh.
Can I wear my cheerleading uniform?
Definitely.
I don't have arms, so I can't take the pictures.
We can dress you up. We can dress you up like
But that's
like
the
a
thing.
candle.
Yeah, adults are so about that because they talk about being inclusive.
Oh, I heard the word fetish. Isn't that a fetish?
Yes. We'll just dress you up like a Barbie.
Well, you know, my sister told me that there's a movement that about transgender, so maybe we can be a trans person with no arms. These words are really complicated now that I think about it. I don't think adults are going to really like this.
Does anyone know what a clitoris is?
What?
I think it's a bubblegum flavor.
I don't have arms, so I can't find mine.
Do we get a patch for that?
You should get a patch for not having arms.
Will you sew it on to my sack?
Hey! Great job. Awesome. I really enjoyed that. Wow. All right.
There was a moment.
Disclaimer.
There was a quick moment where I couldn't think of one single name.
No. I had that in my notes. Did you say the boyfriend's name was Hyman? That's what I heard. I heard Hyman.
I too heard
That was the older brother, Hyman.
The older brother Hyman.
older brother Hyman.
I started to say Howard, then Kyle, then Heil, and it just...
Oh,
no,
way
that's-
worse. Oh, that was way worse.
Yeah.
Could have been a Heidi.
I gotta pee. I'm out. I can't do it.
All right. So before you pee, I want to talk a few things. I wrote a few notes down.
I'm sweating.
Okay.
First off, I really loved your guys' characters. Talk about where you find your characters from.
Walmart.
Walmart. Yes.
I feel like I look into Carrie's big eyes, and they're like crystal balls that give me inspiration.
I get them from her big boobs. Am I right?
Yeah, I pull them out of my big ass.
Awesome.
Where I get them from.
What about how about influences? What do you guys like in comedy?
I love Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I think it's probably like a go-to, like easy go-to. But they seem to have like a super easy time having so much fun, getting to do comedy with their best friends, and they make a lot of money. So I look up to them. I look up to them for that.
Money motivated.
Money motivated, yeah.
They don't need no stinking patches. They got the money.
But they're super versatile in how they present themselves. So some of the ways that they've transformed their voices and their faces. Kate McKinnon also does that. Saturday Night Live crop of women.
Nice.
Things that I like to watch people having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And just being like as weird as possible. So I typically just, when I am doing the advanced comedy that you just heard, you don't have to laugh that hard.
Grade A.
I like to just think about having a good time and what people would laugh listening to.
Nice.
So
What about you guys?
Everybody laughs at a guy named Hyman.
party in my mouth.
I like really, really sweet things that end up doing something seriously irreverent. And when that comes to Girl-Prov, that is never ending.
Yeah. Are you talking about like the last scene where you guys were Girl Scouts? Like,
That's an example.
Whoring yourselves out?
So wrong.
It got really.
That's an example on the branch of irreverent things.
I think, maybe that's why I'm a fan of Girl-Prov. Is like, you guys really go there? Like, what do we have in there? We went with autism.
Yeah. I would like to apologize to the transgender community. Anybody that's listening, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. It was some 6-year-old little girl.
I mean, I don't know what people would think of coming to a show called Girl-Prov, but like, when anybody gets there, like, they have a good time.
It
like
is a
Molly said,
party.
is like, when you guys are on stage, everybody is having a blast.
Yeah. That's the new theme, because every kind of iteration of Girl-Prov has had some kind of a shtick or another. And this time around, it's about the party. So every show that we're going to do, we're going to pitch it like some sort of a ball or a fest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then it's really going to be a party. And one of the things that we brought to it, just brand new for the brand new Girl-Prov year, was the dance party at the intermission. So we want the audience to feel like, actually, like, this is super fun. Get up out of your chair, dance. So we'll be probably crowdsourcing for dance party songs. And if your dance song gets picked, you get to dance with Girl-Prov.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Last month was Party in the USA, is that right? Or?
Fall Ball
was
the party, and then we just had to pick one to start with, so it was Miley Cyrus.
Naturally.
Party in the USA. It was the first thing that came out of my mouth. Thank God it was that.
And yeah, speaking of, like, I guess in the last scene in improv, you call it like a group game where it's like everybody was in the scene. And I think that's where you guys really, really shine, is like where everyone's pitching in and doing that. We talked a little bit about this before we hit, welcome back, Molly.
Hey.
She went to the pee-pee box.
Oh, nice.
Wheeze
You have a small bladder.
I didn't want to earn a badge for peeing your pants.
I had to use the litter
Was
box.
it sparkle piss?
What kind of mantras or what kind of instruction, what kinds of things are you thinking about when you guys are on stage with Girl-Prov?
I'm so super glad that you brought that up. We worked a lot at honing our practice time on teamwork, because a lot of times we do jump into a scene all together, and it ends up being what in the improv world we call romper room, where you can't hear what anybody else is saying, and then somebody's like, now we're in outer space, but we were just in an apartment. So we've really honed in on a couple of very fine-tuned points. And, one is that we can't go to the romper room. So the idea of yielding. And the other one is that in improv, in a scene, you dig a hole. And that's where you start your creative world building. And if too many people dig their own holes, then you're just busy building these worlds that don't connect. So ours is to dig a hole, and everybody dig in that same hole.
One hole.
So one hole, and how many of our girls there are performing that night? So 5 girls, 1 hole. And we chant it. 5 girls, 1 hole.
5 girls, 1 hole. 5 girls, 1 hole. 5 girls, 1 hole. 5 girls, 1 hole.
Actually, I got hole tattooed on my ass.
Around her hole.
Yeah, that's how committed I am.
That's a little on the nose.
The interesting thing is we basically are allowing everyone to jump into that hole together. So,
Come on in.
Molly.
Oh, boy.
I'm an open hole.
What other mantras or things you guys are working on in Girl-Prov?
I think we are also trying to think of a clever way to give back to the community.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do want to tie it into things that people can get on board with. Whether that's foster care awareness or whether that's the food bank.
Wow.
So we are coming up with some neat ideas that we'll roll out as we possibly can in the future. But.
Or period rights.
Right.
Which Girl-Prov got a chance to actually be a part of the first ever Period Day rally for National Period Day.
We want
at least in
to
like Virginia.
fight for the right to have our periods.
Yeah, talk about that. I don't know anything about that. What is that?
Well, right.
Once a month, girl.
When a girl becomes a woman.
Sometimes twice, sometimes not at all.
Yeah.
Well, one level of it is like the whole stigma behind periods and how like young girls are raised up to think it's a bad thing, for instance. And honestly, I mean, I think we started off this whole thing being like, ooh, I love Girl-Prov way more than my period.
I love my period.
And the other thing, just the whole financial aspect, because right now it's considered like a luxury that's taxed and priced in a certain way that's way beyond the realms of anyone who has a period when, I mean, you're born with it, like, well, you grow into it at a certain age, of course. Yeah. But there's so little access to it that I felt very proud to be a part of this rally at the Plot. And so many great groups were there.
And talk about, is it an organization or what is the day? What is it called again?
So it was October 19th this year. I'm actually not sure how they hold it every single year. And then they were...
Probably just have to let it flow.
Nice. It is called National Period Rights Day. Is that what it's
National
Period Day?
National
Period
Period
Day.
Day. Oh, cool.
I wrote a poem.
And you performed it at National Period Day?
No, at Panties in a Twist.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
perform it
yeah.
next year at the period day.
Will you? That sounds great.
Probably. They wanted me to do it this year.
I would love that.
When is the next Girl-Prov show though?
this coming Friday.
Friday the November 8th at 8 p.m.
Oh, sorry, we're on a podcast. November the 8th, 8 p.m. And it is the Gobble Wobble.
We gotta play the wobble song, right? During the.
That's what the thread said. We gotta play wobble.
Gobble wobble, bitches.
How about you guys over there at the end of the table? What kinds of things? I know, like you said, this is your first group without Mike, your husband.
Yeah.
One of your first big groups. What kinds of things are you guys working on? How do you fit into the Girl-Prov, you think?
They don't fit in.
No.
We're actually gonna kick them out soon.
I'm just super grateful that all these very experienced, talented women have just kind of taken me under their wing and have just kind of supported every step of my journey as we started. They're so supportive and they're funny as hell, and it's really great to be in this room with them.
And real quick, do you guys like rehearse and stuff?
Yeah. Well,
we will.
we have.
Heather's sort of like really premier member of the group, and so October kind of happened. So
October always happens. But
the answer is yes. I
Awesome.
believe that there is a rehersal coming up Wednesday. If you
is it an invitational?
I guess so.
Can you get the address, please?
But we do.
And the reason why I asked is I probably like a lot of people. You guys have heard it. It's like, oh my god, like. You guys take classes to do improv? Like, don't you just get up there and go up there? So a lot of people don't realize, like, you guys do rehearse, you guys get together. How is that, Vanessa? You've been to one of the rehearsals, right?
Yeah. So for me with this group, it's been great to just energetically connect with a lot of women. And I think there's a stigma that women don't get along with each other. And this is one of these groups, and same with Panties, where everybody has each other's back and everybody just is really there for each other, and we're not trying to talk over each other, or we're not trying to outshine another. So I really like that. And what I feel like I can bring to this group is, one, I will always be the child of whatever scene calls for a child, because I think I'm smaller than Anna.
She's very small in size.
and two, this gives me a bit of a safe space to just be silly and go for it. And you know, there have been so many times I have felt in my life where it's like, tone it down, calm yourself, be quiet. And this is the exact opposite. And it's like,
that ties right into National Period Day.
Yo.
Yo, drop it. The first time I met Vanessa was at a free sunset yoga session. And it's so funny because yoga is meant to be very calm, and she was very relaxing, but she also like didn't try to like say, oh, yoga's all about feeling calm. She was like, yoga's all about acknowledging how crappy this week was. And let me tell you, my week sucked. And then we did yoga. She was the instructor.
It's awesome.
Sunshine and rainbows.
So one more question, we'll get to another set because I want to hear you guys.
We're doing another?
Hell yeah, Molly. You want to just go to the bathroom real quick?
No, I emptied.
So why Girl-Prov? So I can see how some people think comedy in general, I mean, that's probably a really shitty view. Comedy in general is like, you hear like girls aren't funny. You're almost kind of segregating yourself where it's like, it's an only women group. So why Girl-Prov? And I know, like, I asked that because I'm a white man.
Can I
had
speak to that,
a group
actually?
called The Dudes. But yeah, go for it.
I have anecdotal experience. When I lived in New York, I was on a snowboarding group, and we would always get the, oh, girls can't snowboard. So we formed an all women's group, and we just shredded that place up, and people were just astounded with that, a big group of girls that could just rock out like that. And so with Girl-Prov, it's the same thing. Before I joined Girl-Prov, like going to the shows, I've never heard such laughter.
Yeah.
And it's every time it's rolling. And, you know, even if something doesn't land, there's still somebody that will come along and just take whatever it is and go with it. So I think my
sometimes the
experience.
emphasis isn't always on the fact that we're just that we are girls, that we're all girls, but the emphasis was on, you know, getting a group together of people to not make it about being girls. And we have so much fun. And I think what Vanessa was talking about before about having a safe space, because sometimes you never know, like when you're doing co-ed improv, you know, sometimes the idea of like having physical scenes or romantic scenes or something like that always gets like a little awkward. But with women, it's hot. And we have romantic scenes. It's just everybody loves a little girl on girl.
I sure do.
But it is a safe space, and it does like empower people. It empowers us, but also we show the audience to have a light, good time. And I think it's just easier to have fun with that. And we've been a group that consistently, I have heard people said, I came to Push, I saw Girl-Prov, and I signed up for 101.
Nice.
So I heard that a lot.
Yeah.
So
I also think that when you're on stage with a bunch of girls, it's less limiting. Like being the only girl on stage with a bunch of guys, every time they're like, and the mom comes out or the sister, like it's always like, oh, I'm the girl, I'll do it. Whereas when you're on stage with a bunch of girls, it opens it up to everyone can be whatever they want. And in improv with guys too, like co-ed improv, you can also be whatever you want, but there's always that split second of like, oh, it's a date scene, like girl, go. So I think it's always nice to like have the freedom to be like, oh, we're all girls, so we can all do like
safe space.
We're all dudes, we're all girls, we're all grandpas, we're giraffes. Yeah, it's fun.
And a group of men, like I said before, a group of men did the same thing, did an all male
The dudes.
improv, and where are they now?
Yeah, dudes, we calling you
I
out.
loved the dudes. We did a Girl-Prov dudes show once.
That's right.
We
It was a
did.
great show.
It was a great show.
Okay, well, I'm excited to hear another set. You guys didn't do the Dear Diary again form, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, we
gonna
sure
do
are.
Dear Diary again.
Dear Diary again? Here we
Yes.
go. All right. Give it to me right in the ear!
All right, yeah. Hey, everybody, we're Girl-Prov. What we need to get started is a piece of advice that anyone in your life has given you.
You try too hard. Stop trying too hard.
You tried too hard. Stop trying too hard.
Dear Diary, I only got an A on my exam today, and I was trying to get an A plus, but I got a 99 instead of 102. The bonus points accounted for 2 points, and I didn't get it because I said X instead of Y when they asked about the chromosome.
Dear Diary, I wrote the Vlasic Pickle Company today. I expect a full refund. I am so angry. Why can't a pickle jar not spill its contents all over the down in front of your dress when you are victorious in removing the lid?
Dear Diary, well, I'll tell you what, that was the strangest orgy I've ever been to. First of all, there were several stray dogs walking around, and they looked me right in the cock, and I said, "What's up?" And they ran right away like they were ashamed, and that really got in my head, you see.
Dear Diary, hey, I am about to go to the gym again because it's my favorite thing to do. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to the gym because Tony asked me out to the dance. And I have to fit into this dress because it is the only one that my parents can afford, and I need to look smoking hot.
Dear Diary, John isn't talking to me again because he said that I really chafed his penis when I was jerking him off. But I didn't know how fast I was supposed to go. I was just watching all the things, and he really seemed to like it. And he's just not talking to me anymore, and he said to go home.
There was also a cat
hard enough
laughing
really
with
to have to
her
open
mouth.
up the jar by yourself. I'm a
I
divorced
hate
woman.
there.
I should have help. Tuna fish on rye. What do you want?
Meow. I'm a cat. This is a cat deli. And I'll take a glass of cold milk with that tuna on rye. Meow.
Order up.
Sorry, I drink my milk a little sloppy.
I've been seeing you around here, coming to this deli. declaring it your cat deli.
It's my cat deli. I come here, I meow at the counter, and I get my tuna and I get my rye.
I know, I'm the proprietor of the deli.
Sorry, I'm a cat. I don't have a long memory.
It's adorable to see you come in here, but I'm afraid the health department is going to have something to say about it.
Would it help if I put on shoes?
Of course it would help if you put on shoes.
And what if they're tap shoes?
That would help the customers quite a lot.
And what if we turn this deli into a cabaret, a cat cabaret, where I could perform maybe a couple nights a week, and I could straighten out my whiskers and get my fur pressed and ready to go, and I'd put on my kitty cat tap shoes and I'd tappity tap tap to the tuna on rye. What do you think?
This is going to be amazing.
Cut to her performance.
Meow. 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 It's a hey nonny nonny and a tuna on rye. I'm the cat. I'm a really cool guy. Meow.
Oh my, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, right here, the only singing and tap dancing cat in all of the whole city. Free tuna fishes and rye to the whole street. Come on down, check out Maury, the singing and tap dancing cat.
Tuna and rye is my favorite sandwich, you know. And you're not just an average Joe.
Okay, so we're getting ready for the school dance, and I need some volunteers for the prep.
I'll do it.
Okay. Sarah, I'm going to need you to get streamers.
Ooh, I don't want to get streamers.
Okay, so we've already signed on.
I'll get the streamers.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it.
Whatever. I'll do whatever.
I have a bedazzler. Can I bedazzle something?
I would love if you would bedazzle all of the posters that we have to
I'll
make.
bedazzle the posters.
You can't bedazzle anything.
I'll do anything. I'm really just ready to help. I'm enthusiastic, and I want to be the biggest helper.
Yeah, but Sarah, you just said you weren't going to get the streamers.
Melissa said she would get the
I'm gonna
streamers.
get the streamers.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to paint the background.
Ooh, that...
I can paint the background.
Melissa's going to paint the
Melissa-
background.
I don't want you to burn yourself out. I want you to just take a breath. And you've got the streamers, and you're already going to help Karen here with the bedazzling.
Karen doesn't want me to.
I don't want you to touch my bedazzler.
Maybe Karen could do the background in all bedazzled.
Streamers, backgrounds,
yes.
bedazzlers, whatever.
I'm just ready. I'm here to help. Tell me what I can do.
Sherry, we talked about this. We need you to stop smoking the pot before you come to school.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so
I smoked some pot before I came to school.
I
think
bedazzled
you
my
need to
bomb.
smoke more, actually.
Thank you. It's medicinal.
Yeah.
I'm here to help. What can I do?
Sarah, you know what I really need you to do? I would really love if you would just be our ambassador for the dance and really get people jazzed up.
You mean fuck the DJ? Sure.
Knight to E6. Make your move.
You sunk my battleship.
I will always win at this game. Battleship Knight to E5.
Sorry. Play again. This time, let's do Boggle.
Fine, whatever. I'll win anyways.
You win at everything. But you know what? You have never won at Monopoly. I always win at Monopoly. And that's why you always want to play your stupid Battleship and your stupid chess and your checkers and your Chinese checkers and your canasta. But Monopoly is my game.
Fine. Lay it down, brother.
Sure, bro. Would you want to be the thimble or the race car?
Wait a sec. Hey, Mom.
Yes.
Could you bring us some Cheetos and some dip?
Oh, absolutely.
Jessup is not sharing. He doesn't want to play with me, and he's going to get Cheeto shit all over the Monopoly money. What the fuck, Mom?
Hey, guys, look. Being twins is hard. coming from two different fathers is harder. You're half-brother twins.
I really.
What?
Welcome to the divorcee therapy group. Take it all in and let it all out. That's right. Today we were talking about last week, repressed anger that I unleash with a baseball bat onto the hood of your car. I'd like to move us along this week to talk about creative ways to address all of those unpaid criminal charges and fines.
Can we just talk about my cocksucker of a husband, Dan?
Oh, here we go again.
Those little dick lickers, I found them on another girl. And then there was a boy in the picture.
All right, Lindsay, try 3 words that are positive about you. Raise yourself up. Come on. Come on, Lindsay.
Okay.
Come on.
I drink a lot of water.
Yes. Hydrated.
I am always hydrated.
Yes, own it.
I wear socks. Every time I go out.
Right. You are protected from the elements.
Yes. Nobody wants some stinky feet. No. So hydration, socks. Oh my God. I mean,
one more thing.
He just treated me so.
I'd like to hear some more about this guy that was in the mix with your husband.
Pete.
Can I get some details on that?
Oh my God. So I walked in. I walked in after using the bathroom, took my socks off, walked into the bedroom, and there was Ted. That giant cocksucker was just with Susie from down the street from tennis club, and then Pete, that was Jessica's husband, was there filming.
What were Ted and Pete doing? What did Pete look like?
Were you listening to me, Sally? Were you just listening to me?
All right, ladies.
I'm just so angry.
I know, Lindsay, Sally, we got to keep it appropriate, okay? What is your vital reason today, Sally? Give me your positive reason. What is your positive reason?
Just tell me real quick. Pete, did he have a square jawline?
Sally.
Was there sweat dripping down in beads as he watched?
Sally, you are a vivacious woman. You are a very sensual, vivacious woman, but not in here. Not in here.
Well, let me tell you what Marty did. So the other day I was coming home, right? And Marty's in there and he's, doing the same thing he always does. He's sitting in front of the TV, drinking the Budweiser and eating the pizza, just being a lazy piece of shit, So I walk in and I was like, Marty, did you cut the grass today? And he said, woman, why you always gotta be on my ass? And I was like, Marty, you haven't cut the grass since 1982. We got all kinds of these violations. And so
now, just real quick about your husband. When he was yelling at you, was there pizza grease just dripping between his fingers?
Of course there was. There's always pizza grease in between his fingers, between his toes and his fingernails. He's disgusting.
So he doesn't wear socks, does he?
Did he kind of square up and just look you right in the eye when he yelled?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm late. My name is Doris, and I just slept with my ex-husband. I guess I just couldn't help myself.
Ladies, Doris has had a relapse. We must say to her the mantra when we've had a relapse, right? Remember it. Are we ready to support Doris?
Yes.
You are a worthy, beautiful soldier woman. You don't need that deadbeat penis. Grab your own.
Now, real quick,
thanks, ladies.
Can you tell me where'd you guys do it? Was it standing up or in the shower? Were you in the kitchen just trying to bend over and pick up a tea kettle? And there he was inside you, just ravaging you.
It was in the broom closet at Kogan's.
Oh,
his jaw is just so square, and I love to see that grease just dripping down his wonderful cleft chin.
Did you see Marty there getting some pizza instead of cutting the grass?
I don't know. The fucking was just too good.
All right, ladies, that'll bring us to the end of our group. Sally, it seems like we should go into sensuality all on my own, all by myself. I can take myself to the top of the mountain. That'll be the topic for next week, okay, Sally?
Fine. I just want to know what the closet smelled like. Can you tell me about the smells in the closet?
Yay, that'll do it. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being on Earprov.
Anytime.
Anytime. Thank you, Carrie, Teresa, Vanessa, Molly, and Anna. Check out Earprov on November 8th at 8 p.m. at the Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk, Virginia. Did I say Girl-Prov?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
It's like you copied
Girls
our
have
name.
ears.
Wait, yeah, who was first? Was it Girl-Prov or Earprov?
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Oh, fuck off. All right, here we go. Earprov.
Earprov.